right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the live stream. My name is Mark Harmon, as you can see from the sign behind me there, and you are watching the Comic on Demand show. This is the live drawing show. Well, I will draw a 4-panel comic in about an hour, and it's going to look something like this. But as you can see, it is blank. That is because I am going to let you tell me what to draw. How does that sound? That sounds scary to me, but fun to you. All right, so we are at episode 46, people. This is episode 46 of the Comic on Demand show. I've been doing this for almost a year now, so that's a little nuts. That's a little crazy. Anyway, but to just tell you how this all works, you're going to see a little screen pop up, has a little dancing guy right about here. And then I'm going to put the word go in the chat. So make sure you can see the chat. If you can't see the chat, make sure you can see the chat. Because I'm going to put the word go in the chat. And it'll say Comic on Demand, go. And when you see that, then put in your suggestion, okay? And then I will take the first 2 suggestions that come in after that, and I will combine them together to create this 4-panel comic. Okay, so, but I do have a couple ground rules before you go crazy here. Rule number 1, I try to keep the show PG, so I don't take any suggestions of anything raunchy or nasty or super violent or whatever. And rule number 2, I don't do any suggestions of anything that already kind of exists. What I mean is like copyright stuff, like Superman, Batman, SpongeBob, Pepsi, Coke, celebrities. There was another one. Sports mascots. That was one of them too. So none of that stuff. Okay, none of that. Because eventually I want to sell these things, and I don't want any kind of copyright nonsense. Okay, so think of something fun, funny, cool, whatever. Okay, let your imagination go crazy. Okay. Make it easier on me so I don't have to do as much work. Okay, so get those suggestions ready, and when you see the word go in the chat, then put that suggestion in. Okay, sound good? All right, let's do it. Right. Pardon the pencil in my mouth. Okay. So we have our first 2 suggestions here, people. We have our first suggestion of a worm eating a bowl of applesauce. And our second suggestion of Cthulhu in Bootcamp. Alrighty. We had 2 more suggestions, but I'm sorry you were too late. Gotta be quicker. Gotta be quicker with that, writing or hitting the enter button or something. Whatever. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Worm eating applesauce and Cthulhu in Bootcamp. Okie dokie. Would it surprise any of you that I've never actually read the Call of Cthulhu or whatever it is? I can't even remember. You're gonna have to remind me who did that because I forgot. I was gonna say Edgar Allan Poe or something, but that's not it. Anyway, yeah, the classic horror or whatever. I've never read it. Is it is it long for people who have read it? Is it long? Is it like a long book, or is it a short little like short story that I'm just not privy to? Because if it's a short story, well then, dude, what am I? I should read it, right? Okay, let's see. Cthulhu and a Worm and Applesauce. Cthulhu and Bootcamp and a Worm and Applesauce. Cthulhu, Worm, Bootcamp, Applesauce. I do have a heater in the studio, but it's not on because it doesn't need to be on yet. Okay, I can just throw on a little hoodie and we're good to go. Okay. Okay, you know what? You guys have stumped me. No, I am drawing a blank. Worm eating applesauce and Cthulhu and boot camp. Okay. Let's just all right. See, now I'm drawing my word balloons before I get going. That way, I'm not going to run into problems. See, you may be thinking, wait a second, Mark, you said that you're not going to draw stuff that already exists, but Cthulhu exists. But you see, Cthulhu, I believe, is in the public domain, so therefore, I'm not going to have any copyright issues. So that is why I'm going to let that one slide. Good luck. You know, Will, you could always draw along with me. Actually, and anybody watching this, you can go ahead and draw along with me. Draw your own version of this craziness. See, I feel like this would make a good illustration assignment. Have everybody in the class like write a suggestion on a piece of paper or something, and then just draw like two things out of the hat. Like put everybody's suggestions in a hat and then draw. Then draw those things out of the hat and then make that the illustration assignment. See, and because I haven't read it, I don't know exactly what the description is. Like everybody always makes it this sort of like octopus thing, like a face or head with tentacles and then wings and stuff. So I'm guessing that it has some kind of a description like that. Like it's some sort of octopus bat thing. But I don't know. The hey, spell sergeant. Is sergeant one of those weird words like colonel that it's spelled funny? I don't know. I wanted to suggest a grilled cat. What, you think that just because like the last 2 Comic On Demand shows that I've had some kind of a death or a murder or something, do you think I'm like doing it from now on? We need to kill a cat. I forgot. I need to use like buzzwords for things like that. I can't use the KILL word because I think YouTube will like they'll like get me on it or something. Then they'll block my video because I said naughty words. That's why if you've ever been watching a video and they say like KILL or something, and you'll see that like there's like a K and then maybe like a star and an LL, like they like bleep it out like in the captions or something. It's because YouTube is stupid and they just want to. They're just like crazy with their censoring algorithms and stuff. See, all I have is just a Cthulhu in a uniform saluting and saying yes, drill sergeant. I don't even know what this is saying. I just figured a drill sergeant should say something and he should say yes, drill sergeant. Okay, I just got an idea. Okay, I got an idea for the comic. It's gonna be a little strange. But it's Cthulhu, so come on. It's supposed to be strange, right? A worm. Okay. Just making sure. It's like I want to draw a cartoon worm, but I don't want to go like to Earthworm Jim, you know? Applesauce. Okay. Okay, it says get a new face tentacle. Snuffed, dusted, wiped out, erased, removed, long nap, the big sleep, pulse check failed, lights out to pasture. Worms Armageddon, lunch ration straight from the core. Dude, I haven't played Worms Armageddon in a long time. That angle wasn't quite extreme enough. Don't they say, sir, yes, sir? I don't know. The beloved sir, yeah. The beloved sir sandwich. Is that an actual, does everybody call it that? They call it the sir sandwich. What sound does something make when it's like been grabbed around its neck? Like, how do you spell? I don't know. Usually it's bletch, huh? Got these black soulless eyes. Likes dog's eyes. What's that? What's that from? Sometimes. Do you ever just like quote a movie, but then you don't even know what movie you're quoting? You just remember that there's a phrase from a movie, but you can't remember what movie what it's from. What's that from? I just quoted something like, got something eyes that's got dog's eyes. Or something like that. Like the person that says it does it with some sort of an accent. It was like dog's eyes. One of you better like remember this. Blarg or Gurk. Gurk. You know what? That's a good one. I'm gonna do Gurk. Them soulless eyes. It's like dog's eyes. No, it's not Jaws. It was okay. So I guess I'm thinking of something that was probably parodying Jaws, because I don't think I've really even seen Jaws either. Like not like. I think Jaws came out in that era where I was probably a little too young to watch Jaws, and so I never got to watch it, and then I just never watched it since I became an adult. So I've never actually really seen Jaws. So I think whatever I'm referencing, I think maybe it was doing like a parody of Jaws or something. So the shark hunting ship captain said it. Yeah, well, I'm sure he did, and I'm sure it is from Jaws originally. But the thing that I'm thinking or quoting, I think it was doing like a parody of Jaws or something. The line is doll's eyes. It's gonna bug me now. See, I think even it was. Man. Getting old and having a stupid memory is stupid. All right. So, before I start inking, there it is. It's get a new face tentacle. He says, yes, drill sergeant. And then the applesauce eating worm is like, uh-oh. And then, grr. And then he sticks the worm in his face to become a face tentacle. I don't know, dude. That's it. It's Master of Disguise. See? That's it. That's what I was when he's disguised as like that fisherman dude on the pond. Yes, that's it. Master of Disguise. See, I knew somebody would know it. I'm like doll's eyes. See, I didn't. See, now that joke's funny because I didn't know it was a Jaws reference. I just thought it was a funny old guy. Okay. So, now's the time of the show. Now's the time of the show where I do a mid-suggestion, people. So, if you didn't get a suggestion the first time, now's your chance to get it the second time. Okay? So, same rules apply. If you didn't hear the rules the first time, I'm not going to repeat them. You should do this is episode 46. You should know the rules by now. I mean, even though I keep forgetting what they are, but that doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, so where's my button? Right there. Okay, so mid-suggestion time. Let's do it right now. Okay, we have our mid suggestion of Taco Dragon. See, Karen, I can't do the suggestion of doll's eyes because I already kind of did. Right? That's what these are. They're gonna be like black, glossy doll's eyes. Yep, you were too early, nerd. Okay. Taco Dragon. Whoa, where am I gonna stick a Taco Dragon? Should I do a cop out? I could do a cop out. I could make it Taco Dragon brand applesauce. I won't do a cop out. I'm gonna do it over here. Whoops. Taco Dragon. Do. There, can you see it? It's tiny. It is a taco dragon. See, has the head of a taco and then the rest of a dragon. Ta-da! Okay. Taco Dragon was Isla's idea. That is a good idea. Okay. Taco. I would say that I did Taco Tuesday today, but I did not. We did Spaghetti Tuesday. Seems like doll's eyes. Master of Disguise, dude. That show is so great. Like it is it's so stupid. It's one of those, dude, it's one of those shows that's like it's so dumb, it's fantastic. And like, dude, nothing beats the Turtle Club scene. But a turtle enough for the Turtle Club. Like, come on now. The Turtle Club scene is a cinematic masterpiece. I would say in the history of cinema, the Turtle Club scene is probably like number 3. It's like the third best scene in any movie. And so you're probably thinking, well, number 3, so what's number 1 and number 2, Mark? Because I know you're dying to know, right? I would say, all right, so Turtle Club is number 3, best, greatest scene in all of cinema. 2 is, I just had it in my head, and then I totally just lost it. Oh, 2 is the birth of Sandman in Spider-Man 3. And then the number 1 greatest scene of all time in all of movies is the Where's My Supersuit scene from The Incredibles. Those are the top 3 greatest scenes in all of movies. The Honey, Where's My Supersuit, the birth of Sandman from Spider-Man 3, and the Turtle Club scene from Masters of Disguise. Or Master of Disguise, I mean. our pets' heads are falling off. I've seen Jaws 20 times. Never seen Master of Disguise. Dana Carvey is genius, though. You've never seen Master of Disguise? Well, I guess you could say that about me not seeing Jaws. So, whatever. You have to see it. It's so stupid. It's dumb. Like, I'm just warning you right now. It is D-U-M-B dumb. But then it's kind of like so dumb that it's fantastic. Okay, so kind of like totally switching gears off topic here, but like this is gonna sound weird, but lately I've been thinking a lot about what's it called? Oh, dude, every time I'm about to say something, I just draw a blank. This is ridiculous. Okay, bell curves, right? Like, just lately, I've been thinking a lot about bell curves. And, like, bell curves apply to just about everything. And it's really weird. It's like there's always kind of this, like, naive stage of something. And then it turns in, right, the bell curve. So there's like this naive stage. And then it kind of goes down, and there's this, like, nihilistic, antagonistic stage. And then it goes back up into the, like, this is amazing stage. So it's like, in a way, the top of the bell curve and then the end of the bell curve over here, they're like the same, right? Across. Where it's like, this thing's awesome. And then it goes down and dips down to like, this thing's terrible. Then it goes back up to this thing's awesome. But it's like the first awesome part is like this, it's sort of like a naive sunshine and rainbows part. But then you get to like the top, and then it's like, this thing is awesome, but now I know why it's awesome. Like, it's no longer a naive, this is awesome thing. Does that make sense? Anyway, bell curves, man. I'm telling you. They're everywhere. Oh, okay. Will, you reminded me. You know what? Okay, you know what? I retract my top 3 greatest things of all time. Number 1 is still the honey, where's my super suit? But yeah, dude. Number 2 is the Battle of Wits from Princess Bride. So yes. Then number 3 is whatever I said, and then number 4 is Master of Disguise. Until you probably remind me of something else, and then I'll completely change it all over again. Your thumb looks like a bell curve. See, like, at first, it's like gross and nasty. And then Or no, at first it's like, ooh, that's a cool thumb. And then it's like, oh, no, no, it's not. No, it's gross and nasty. And then you realize, no, it actually is a cool thumb. Uh, your mom's bell curve. See, I can't say that because your mom is my mom. And I'm sure mom's listening right now. Even though it's, mom, it is like 7:45. You should be in bed by now. It is 7:45. That's just about your bedtime. Have I said this before? That I think I have, but I would say that The Princess Bride is pretty much like the perfect movie. Like it's the it is like the perfect blend of almost like serious and not serious, and it does it so seamlessly. Like it kind of makes fun of itself, but it makes fun of itself in a loving way, but then also takes itself seriously, but then not too seriously. But then like makes fun of itself but not too hard. I don't know how to describe that. I mean, it has monsters and giants and sword fighting and dudes wearing masks. I mean, come on now. You don't know how true that is when you get older. So I don't know what you're referencing because I. I'll be going there soon. After all, I was born in the 1930s. Unless his opponent has to study his Agrippa, which I have. See, man, the sword fight between Wesley and Inigo. See, I have to revise my top 5 or whatever again. I really have to sit down and like hash that out cuz my memory doesn't remember all the cool things. I see monkeys. Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome to the show. You're just about at the end here. You are the. I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad. Dude, it's so great. It's so great. You see what I'm saying? Like it is the perfect movie. It's so fantastic. Okay, now do I sit? How long have we been going? 50 minutes. Yeah, I'll draw the little whatever things are called. The camouflage stuff. Does it have a name? Do the actual like little squiggles in camouflage, do they have a name? They just called squiggles. The actors that dueled were so good by the time they shot the scene that they had to slow down to capture it on film. That's pretty cool. I wonder if do you think maybe they had maybe rehearsed that thing for so long that if they just tried to do it right now, do you think they would remember any of it? I'm curious. Oh, whoops. Dude, I forgot the hat. No, I'll keep it. All right. Like maybe I should have got a reference for the camo, but I don't know. I don't really care. You can kind of tell it's camo, right? It's not too. It's not too weird. You're not like, dude, what's with all the veins on that dude's shirt? You can tell it's camo, right? Okay. Well, I was going to color in the eyeballs and stuff, but since there would be so much pencil underneath there, I think I'm gonna leave it and then color those in later. Because I do eventually, I mean, I'm way behind on this, but eventually I do go back and like clean up stuff after I'm done drawing these. So I'll color them in later. So anyway, beep, beep, beep. Okay, there it is, people. There is your comic on demand. There's your 4-panel comic of What was it exactly? It was a worm eating applesauce and Cthulhu in Bootcamp. Okay, so there it is. There's your 4-panel comic of a worm eating applesauce and Cthulhu at Bootcamp. So he says, get a new face tentacle. Yes, Drill Sergeant. And he says, uh-oh. And then Gurk. And then he shoves the worm into his face to become a new tentacle. That's it. That's the joke. Anyway, that's it, people. That's the Comic On Demand show. We did it. We're at about an hour. So thanks for showing up. Remember to like and subscribe, share, tell your friends, share it around, do all that stuff. To those that are new to this, usually then like tomorrow, I'll take this live stream and I'll chop it up into little pieces and basically throw it in a blender and spit it back out. And I call it the highlight videos. So if you go to the YouTube channel, you'll see my highlight videos for my other past live streams. And what they are is they're kind of just jokes. Like they're not actual good representations of the live stream, because I like taking things that I said, like a sentence here and a sentence here, and I chop them up and stick them together and make it sound like I said something else that I didn't actually say. So it's a very not accurate representation of the live stream, but to me, that's what makes it funny. So anyway, so yeah, so that's it, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Where's my thing? Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, do all that stuff. Thanks for showing up. You're awesome. We'll see you next week.